What's going on, everyone? Pat Mayo here with your 2021 Travelers Championship DraftKings picks, $8,000 and below. You missed the high-end video? Shame on you. Remember to smash the like button for this one, sub to the channel, then go watch the high-end video for the Travelers Championship after you watch this one. Okay? I want to start with Keegan Bradley at $7,900. He had been playing so well across the board, even putting just a little bit. And then all of a sudden he misses the cut at Memorial, doesn't play in the U.S. Open. He's off people's radars. Don't make that mistake. Tee to green, he should be fine, $7,900. Pair him up with Max Homa in that range at $7,800. Yeah, he missed the cut at the U.S. Open. He misses a lot of cuts. That's a part of his game. But when he makes the cut, he tends to come inside the top 10. And there's a lot of crossover for reasons I can't quite figure out between TPC River Highlands and Riviera, two courses which you would not think have any similarities whatsoever, except when you look at the very top of the leaderboards, they tend to be the same a lot of the time. Max Homa, winner at Riviera so far this year. So this would be a great opportunity for him to get back on it and churn out another top 10 performance. Even the ball striking last week at the U.S. Open was fine. He just lost so many strokes putting. That doesn't tend to happen with him all that often. It's usually somewhere either spike or lose a bunch. If it's a spike week, you can see Max Homa at the top of the leaderboard. It's not a bad play at 80-1 on DraftKings Sportsbook either. Then we can just kind of go down to the very bottom here. If you want tournament plays, Kevin Na, Ian Poulter, and Alonso Griffin, they're fine. But if we're looking for safety, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Emiliano Grillo at $7,300 is probably the best play in this range. The ball striking just continues to be great, where this is a short course. The length is not going to be an issue for him. He's going to hit all the fairways. The irons are going to be fantastic. If you just look at his DraftKings Sportsbook odds at 70-1 versus everyone else around him, he is the only one not in triple digits here. So he is a betting value versus his DraftKings pricing, cash games, and even in tournament play. I don't think he's going to be so high owned that it makes him, a stay away type player. I think he's a great last man in for balance rosters or a second to last man in for some stars and scrubs rosters. Emiliano Grillo is where you want to go. My guy, Guido Migliozzi, coming off a top 5 finish at the U.S. Open. I just like him. I use him all the time on the European Tour, and he tends to play pretty well. It's a very good price for him. Another one whose odds are better than his DraftKings pricing should be. Brennan Steele is probably the safer play in this range, but I'm shooting for upside here. Let's go with Guido. Then you have all these guys at $7,000 that if you wanted to play 2 of them as your last 2 men in, or 3 of them in a Superstars and Scrubs build, you could get away with that too. Chez Reavie, Kyle Stanley, and Doug Ghim. Those are my 3 guys. That's the order that I like them in as well. Chez obviously won this event 2 years ago, and he comes in with his irons firing once again. His finishes have covered up how well he is striking the ball right now, but if he can just get the putter cranked up just a little bit, he's going to be fine. Ditto with Stanley and Ghim. If they can just putt a little bit, their ball striking will carry them at a birdie maker's course like this. You want to dig down into the 6,000s? It's a bit of a tougher ask this week. 6,700 is really where all of the best plays are going to be. Lebioda, Armour, Chase Seifert, all $6,700, all good plays this week. Unpredictable plays, not safe plays, but they're good plays for tournaments. Scott Piercy, the irons have been clicking for him again. He's $6,600. Tom Hoge, one of the best wedge players on tour, so he is someone that you could see being a viable option as well. You probably do not need to go down in to the $6,000 range in most lineups. But if you want to play 20, 25, 150 lineups, and you do need to populate some of your lines with a Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau build, these are the names that you're going to have to get to. And there's a lot of names down here, so even 4 or 5 of them can help you consolidate where you want to go. Satoshi Kodaira at 66 if you want to go super low. Vince Whaley, Tom Lewis, Luke Donald, all at $6,500 and $6,400. You want to take the biggest gamble of all. Robbie Shelton's really good with his wedges. He's wildly unpredictable. We've seen him have some good finishes on the PGA Tour. So if you need a super cheap player, I wouldn't recommend playing a lot of lineups with Robbie Shelton, but if you need those savings, he's $6,200. He can make the cut, and if he does make the cut, he can score enough to really outperform his overall position in terms of DraftKings scoring. You want the full field breakdown, head on over to the Mayo Media Network YouTube channel, or just download the Pat Mayo Experience audio podcast. Get this, wherever you download podcasts. I'm Pat Mayo.